Hello there, blessings, and thank you for clicking on this video. Good. Happy today to you, whenever the day is that you are watching this video. Today, the moment that I'm in as I'm recording this video is September 27th, 2024. And I wanted to record this video because I want to put you in this moment that I'm in as much as I can. I want to try to bring you in this moment that I'm in. I want to try my best to communicate what I'm feeling and what is happening with me personally in this moment, and to discuss it with you a little bit. So I believe that the title of this Tish Talk is going to be around freedom. The theme or title of this Tish Talk is going to be around freedom, and we'll see what words come out of my mouth, what I end up saying, and how this video flows. But I will share with you that I am currently sitting at my desk in a room that I have been blessed with, because we have been blessed with finding a home in which I'm able to have a room like this, a room that I call my serenity room for myself. I call it my serenity room. It is where I so far do my writing and expression and record a majority of these teach talks, and I find myself. It's a very quiet room. Thank goodness. Even though I'm on the floor with my kids, all the other rooms up here are on my kids' rooms. But for some reason, this is a quiet space. It doesn't bother anybody. And I'm sitting at a desk that is in front of a window. Our window is in front of me. And I can look into the forest. I can look into the woods. I can see trees. And if I look over there, I would be able to see our garden. I can see my tree swing where I record a lot of my teach talks as well. I can see deer. I can't see deer right now, but I can see deer sometimes munching on my garden. This is my first fall at this house in a couple of months, and by the end of this, in a couple of months, I would have been here a year. This room that I'm in used to be a sewing room, and this room, I can still feel the energy of the or I could have before. I know I feel my energy, but when I first stepped into this room, I knew it was for me. It had this like really feminine energy about it. I just felt like it had to continue with the similar purpose of what it had before, which was, it was a sewing room, and you saw all the remnants of it being a sewing room. And, it had a sewing machine. It had a bulletin board with some things, some interesting things on it. And it had a bookshelf with books, and just a whole feminine vibe. And I looked at this room right away. I knew that this room was not what I thought it would be. I thought it was going to be one of my kids' rooms. I thought my son was going to use this room. But I decided to put the four boys in one room because he didn't really need his own space. And I claim this room for myself. So this is my serenity room where I create and I write. I hear myself think, and I find myself, as and I call it Zenden for the kids, because serenity room is so many syllables. I call it Zenden, so to make it easier on myself. Like, could you grab me something from my Zenden? Just make it easier for the rest of the family. But for me, it's my serenity room, my writing room, my creation room. And the vibes that I'm feeling today is, I was feeling a little bit still sleepy, because I took allergy medicine before I went to sleep, and sometimes when you wake up, you still have the what would you say, fogginess of that that tablet, of that medication, and you don't feel fresh when you wake up after having taken the allergy medicine at night. You definitely feel that sleepiness. So I feel that foggy brain vibes. I just feel foggy brain right now. and it was a little bit chilly. I am not, again, not enjoying the switch over to fall this time around because I'm not really interested in feeling cold this time around. And, it made it a little bit harder to focus today. But I still managed to do the things that I needed to do. I um I posted something yesterday. I posted something that I wrote. And I wrote about the documentary, the MSNBC documentary by that was executive produced by Rachel Maddow, called From Russia with Love. I had the opportunity to see that documentary. Unfortunately, I don't think I was supposed to see that documentary in that format, but I was lucky enough to be able to see it in that format. A content creator that I follow and respect and enjoy and love, um, tried to do a whole video reacts thing while we watched it together, and he thought that maybe that was possibly going to be a way that YouTube was going to let him keep that video up. I didn't think so. I didn't think that that was going to work, and I was right. It didn't work because, by the end of the day, the video was like removed, but not before I had the opportunity to see the whole thing. So I do not feel guilty. I'm glad I got to see it in that format. Um, it was a very good documentary, and I wrote something about it, and I posted it yesterday in the afternoon, which is not really a good time for me in the algorithm. It didn't work. Nobody saw it, at least. I don't know if anybody saw it, but nobody engaged with that post. So I reposted it this morning, and I honestly am getting the vibes that it's going to have the same non-engagement effect, and that bothers me. I hate days when I create something and it just feels unnoticed and unseen. And then I also posted my poem of the day, my election day poem, because I've been writing countdown poems, and I think that people really don't understand how challenging that is. I chose to challenge myself with that because I'm not going to be doing the things that other people are doing, because I just don't feel like that's my contribution. So I felt like my contribution is what I'm doing now. And a part of having investing in a way of being challenged, just like how other people that are doing their best to engage and to participate and to volunteer and to donate and to do all the things that I'm not able to do, I wanted to participate by putting in an investment and something that makes me also do the work, that challenges me, that makes me put work into it, you know? And that is one of the ways in which I chose to do that. And like I said, it's very difficult to find the words every day. I don't write them every day. Sometimes I write a bunch at once. But to find the words and to say the things you want to say, and to say it in a rhymey way or a flowy way or, a poetic way, and to find those words, it's a task. I actually put work into it. And the average amount of people that like my poem post are 10 people. And, you know, I'm if I'm gonna be honest with myself, I want a bigger audience. I want to be seen. I want to be seen by the right people, and I want to beat the algorithm. So the feelings that I had to wrestle with today, first of all, a little bit foggy brain, so I hate that. And the feelings that I'm wrestling with today is thinking about my limitations, thinking about the things that limit me, not only in regards to when I create and I post, the algorithm feels like this security guard that is like, show me your past, and you have to meet a certain criteria to get past the algorithm. And I do not meet the criteria. It's like getting into a nightclub and you're not dressed sexy enough, or you don't look flashy enough or interesting enough. I don't meet the criteria, and I have to wrestle with my feelings of not letting the algorithm and whoever decided what the algorithm is, you know, shape who I am and what I'm supposed to do and my purpose. And I have to, like I said, I have to wrestle with those emotions and those feelings and those thoughts. And it's a little harder to wrestle with those thoughts when you have foggy brain because you can't think clearly. So I decided, okay, I'm going to step away. I did all my things. I posted in my stories, and I did the best that I know how to do within the limits that I have. So I decided, okay, I'm going to step back and reflect. So I wrote a little thing in my journal, thoughts and reflections today, 9/27/24. And I don't know if it's well written or not, but hopefully you get what I'm saying here. Some days I create things and I work within the means and ideas to get it out there, to get it seen, so that thought, idea, or vision can reach the people it's meant to reach. But some days I feel as though I'm being blocked, and there is nothing I can do about it. My ideas and means to get it out are limited. That bothers me. What the part that bothers me the most about my life at present are my limitations. I hate feeling so caged, limited, and stuck. I hate it very much. I don't accept it. I don't think I have bad ideas. I just have ideas, and my ideas are meant to be seen and shared with someone or someone's. I believe that I need to do better in taking care of my body. I need to eat the right foods, get the right amount and kind of exercise, feel focused, rested, strong, healthy, and good in my body. If my body and my brain feels good, so would my mind and soul. My body is my temple, my home. My body is my home. I want to do better in developing a healthy regime for my life that will make me feel my best, strongest, and most focused. I need finances. I need to break through these barriers. And that is all I've written so far. I don't know if I'm going to write more or not, but the whole thought process and the reason why I wanted to stop doing what I was doing to record this video is that there's this vision of freedom that I have in my head. I feel at this present moment in my life, I feel caged. I feel trapped and limited by things that is so stupid to be limited by, like finances. Like finances is what's stopping me from creating and being my best self and feeling good in my body, and it really is. It really is, because there's a limited amount of finances. Everything's expensive. You're paying bills. You're paying all these things. You're paying for so many things it's so annoying to me that the healthiest things in the supermarket, the best foods in the supermarket, are the most expensive. And I'm getting irritated at just these basic foods that we are having to stick with because it's in the realm of affordability for a family my size. And I am feeling frustrated at the moment of my limitations. And I think that this is righteous anger, righteous frustration. Because remember in the previous video I said feeling uncomfortable. And I think that this is a moment to feel uncomfortable because it will drive me and push me harder, drive me to really try to do the things that I'm trying to do. And feel the way I'm trying to feel. I mean, like, I have a certain amount of time here. What's the point in being basic? What's the point of not, like, literally putting all of you into the world? And I don't know how other people feel about that. I don't know if other people want to feel limited and trapped. I do not. So I want to break free. And the last thing I was going to say is that, I was out. So I was here journaling, and then I was at the same time reading something that really resonated with me, with somebody that I found on YouTube who discusses things in a way that deeply resonates with me. And I was reading her Substack, and I was journaling at the same time. And then I was writing down ideas. So I had my laptop here journaling, reading this, and writing ideas. And that is the vibe of the day. And that is what I wanted to share with you. I wanted to share my vibe today. Thank you for listening. Blessings.